Interview is one of the most important skills to help a teenager or young adult to land their dream jobs and become successful in life. Throughout my professional career as an educator, college professor, and entrepreneur, I have conducted so many interviews as an interviewer and also being interviewed by other people. And over the course of 2 decades, and I have discovered 3 hacks to really help you borrow more time when a tough question is given to you. So if you want to learn about my 3 hacks, keep on watching. Hi, welcome to the channel of Classroom Without Walls. If this is the first time you watch me, hear me speak, thank you so much for checking out my channel. My name is Dr. AI. I'm the CEO of Classroom Without Walls in this channel. So on this channel, I talk about the missing links in the current education model to inform parents like you so that you know what to supplement outside the classroom so that your teenagers and young adults can have the skills to land their dream jobs, to gain that career clarity, and become successful in life. Now let's get started on today's topic, 3 hacks to help you borrow more time during a tough interview. There's nothing worse than going to a job interview. This is your very first impression, very first interview, and you are being asked some of the toughest questions that you have no idea how to answer. And I have been in that spot before many times, and that's why I'm super excited to share those 3 hacks with you. The very first hack is to verbalize my thinking process. For example, if I were doing an interview, if someone asked me, hey, Dr. I, where do you think our current education model is heading in 5 years? It is a big question, right? So if they ask me this question on the spot, so a way for me to borrow more time, I can say, wow, that is a great question. Let me think about it. Okay, so as I say that, let me think about it. What a great question. Easily, I can borrow 3 or 4 seconds. That is precious, right? Because you don't want to have that dead silence, which can feel really, really awkward, right? So verbalize your thinking process so the interviewer knows that you are actually thinking about it. You have body gesture to suggest that you are thinking about this. It is a very natural way without hurting your credibility or authority on the topic. And people know that you are actually thinking about this. You are actually getting prepared to give a very good answer. So that is hack number 1. Here's the second hack, which is to throw the question back at the interviewer. And I still remember the day when I interviewed Seth Godin. For those of you who don't know who is Seth Godin, he is one of the most distinguished marketers, educators in the business, leadership, entrepreneurship space. And you should definitely check out my interview with Seth Godin if you haven't done so already. It is a powerful interview. And he is also the author of 20 plus best-selling books and keynote speaker and all over the globe. He's really well respected by many people on a global scale and really well known. So you can imagine how stressed out I was before the interview. It doesn't matter how long I prepared, I just never feel like I was fully prepared for the interview. So there were still a few questions that I had really no idea how to answer. So for example, let's say that Seth asked me a question that was really hard and I had no idea how to answer the question. This is what I did. Oh wow, that is a great question. I never thought about it. What do you think? So I literally throw the question back at him. So as Seth is answering his own question or talking, that gives me 10 to 30 seconds, which is plenty of time to organize my thoughts and to really think about what I'm going to say without making me look like a stupid person. Like, what do you mean? What like really awkward, again, dead silence. You don't want to have that, especially for face-to-face conversations. So give this a try. Throw the question back at the person, and as the person answering the question, and use that time to organize your own thoughts. The third and also the last hack that I have for you is to ask for clarifications. Never assume anything. If there's a question that you really don't know how to answer or you are not very clear, do not assume you understood what the interviewer was actually asking. So ask for clarification instead of saying, oh, I don't have the answer, I don't know. And that is, to me, a very lazy answer, especially during job interviews, media interviews, very important interviews. It shows that you are not prepared for this interview. So don't do that. And again, use this third hack to borrow more time for you. And you can say, let's say that this person is asking you a very tough question and you actually don't know, or maybe you don't even understand the question. And this is what you say. Oh, wow, that is another great question. What do you mean? Can you clarify? Can you please give me some examples so that I really understand what you are asking, and I want to make sure that I'm answering the question accurately and properly, right? So as you say that, people are like, oh wow, yeah, totally, no problem. And they will try to rephrase the question. They will also try to probably give you a few examples to really help you understand the question. And as you listen to them explain and clarifying on things, and that is also additional time for you to really check your mental library to see if you have an answer and to organize your thoughts and to look like a smart and intellectual person. So this is my third hack. To recap, today we discussed 3 powerful hacks to help you borrow more time during tough interviews. The first one is to verbalize your thinking process. The second one is to throw the question back at the interviewer. And the third hack is to ask for examples and clarifications. Please give them a try and let me know what you think about them. But here's something even more important. You do not want to wait until you are getting ready for a real interview with a media company, with a job company, with an internship company, and to practice those 3 hacks. You want to get prepared ahead of time so that you can actually get that dream job. That's why I'm such an advocate of doing live streaming interviews, because it is such a great way to practice your interview skills. You heard me mention Seth Godin. It is actually a live streaming interview where I interviewed him. And I actually have been doing live streaming interviews for 4+ years. And I can't tell you how many people complimented on my interview skills. And it is really because of all the live streaming interviews that I did. So I highly recommend you give live streaming interview a try and to practice some of those hacks that I mentioned today. And you can start with interviewing friends and coworkers and maybe even college professors or high school teachers and professionals. And doing so, it is a great way for you to improve your interview skills, and you are probably going to be asked some of the really tough questions that they have on their list. So then you can practice the 3 hacks, maybe one of the 3 hacks, if not all of them. So when it comes to live streaming, and if you have never heard of live streaming, if you don't even know how to get started, I highly recommend that you check out Streamyard, what you see on the screen. And Streamyard is my all-time favorite third-party tool to go live on social media. I have been using Streamyard for Oh my gosh, for years. I love Streamyard and I have tried all the third-party tools, pretty much all of them. And Streamyard is my personal favorite. Streamyard is what I used to interview Seth Godin, Mark Schaefer, Dr. Esther Wojcicki, who is the CEO, who is the mom of the CEO of YouTube. So Streamyard has made the technology side so much easier so that I can focus on my interview skills and practicing the 3 hacks that I mentioned, shared with you today. So definitely check out Streamyard, and if you use my link, and you will be able to check out Streamyard for free for I think 2 weeks. And if you have any questions related to Streamyard, feel free to leave me a message. I will definitely get back to you, and I cannot recommend Streamyard enough. So try out Streamyard and give the 3 hacks a try, and let me know if they actually indeed help you borrow more time during tough interviews. And also I want to mention that if you have no idea regarding live streaming, definitely check out another video I did. In that video, I talked about some of the most important skills that colleges and universities, they are actually looking for in their applications. And so in that video, I talked about live streaming. So definitely check out that video and also give the 3 hacks a try and let me know which one is your favorite. And thank you so much for watching.